to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator. 49's the mic.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shoot.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Joe Mixon.
Come on, run to the ball.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Get it.
That's caught. It's Malone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Josh Malone, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
We got to get to the ball, team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Here we go again. Right there. Right there.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Sharks got it left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Now a give right side. Hamilton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Big ass. Big. 3. Delta. 54 is Mike. 54.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Come on, fellas.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hamilton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Mariota. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
90 Wolf.
Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all right.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day.
A give right to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 30 base. Right there in the middle. 55.
You're trash. You're trash.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
55 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Let's go.
On 2nd down now. Mixon, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, wahoo!
Go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now.
55.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
55's Mike. Got you.
Ready?
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
They're on 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not to. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
1st down, Titans.
Hey, watch edge.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ready?
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Hey, watch the delay.
Mariota, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to. But I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Get out of here, man.
Set up. 60 or
65, Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. This is Collins on the handoff. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got wide, I got wide. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on. Yeah, buddy. That's how you hit.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, exit.
Mike 28.
You must be dreaming.
Hey, number 28.
Big River.
From the gun, Jones.
They're not ready for this.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's a party now.
To throw is Mariota. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mariota now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let it. 8, read.
28. I got one.
Snap.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Malone. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And Bullock will put this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Mariota. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal.
To throw, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Bring it up. At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Check 55 to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Team 6.
Let's go, baby. Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
Now Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Ready.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I want that. Give me that ball.
Get it.
On first down. Mixon, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Ready to break.
55, Mike 55. All right, D, let's. All right, D.
Bravo.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
55's Mike, got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, open man right side is Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Here I come.
Jones now operating from the gun. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
54. I'm coming. Joker, 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 Joker.
They'll try the left side. Hamilton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch the screen.
From the 36, Mariota airing it out for Hamilton. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a give right side. It's Hamilton. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Throwing, Jones. Open man is Uzama. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzama. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Titans 17. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Jordan Willis. A loss of 7 on the sack. It's 2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
We got a seal.
Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Here we go. Hey, we got tight left. 3 down.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Here we go.
What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Collins fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Mike. 49's a Mike.
I got him. 5.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
He's coming. Check in. Watch the pass.
Big dribble.
Mixon will try the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 50, plant.
55. Double dog. That's the way.
Now.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's go. Let's do
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Get your swerve on. Out.
They run with Collins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Mariota to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mariota on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Jones on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.